Dadaji, are there any disciplines to help improve meditation?
Of course. For any path, disciplines are always helpful. Even if you go to schooling, there are some disciplines there. Even if you are in a family, there are some disciplines there. If you follow the disciplines, they help you achieve your purposes and goals quickly. Otherwise, you may end up discovering for yourself the values of discipline, and that may waste your time for a long time until you come to senses. So discipline is like this, that suppose there is a river, the water body is flowing. Now this water body needs two banks, two sides. Imagine the water is moving forward without banks. What will happen? It will simply spread around and it will never reach the ocean, for granted. It will never reach the ocean where it was headed, where it wants to go. Likewise, so the two banks of the river keep the water always left, you can go up to this, right, you can go up to this. So move in this spectrum, and when that happens, this water will reach the ocean. Remember, all the water, every drop of water wants to go back to the ocean. Every drop of water which has been separated from the ocean, it wants to go back to the ocean. In whatever form, all the rivers move in one direction. What is the direction of the rivers? Ocean. It's not like north or south, east or west. No, no river is moving north or south, east or west. All rivers are moving in the direction of the ocean. That's it, simple. Likewise, for the mind. My mind, your mind, our mind, each individual's mind is moving in search for something, in search of something. Why do I go to that place? Or why I am yearning for that object? Try to analyze. There must be some reason. What is it that is asking me to go there or to look for that? Why, after all? So, the answer is that you feel that by going there, I will feel happy. I will be satisfied. My yearning will become addressed. So you see, so for that, there are some disciplines that mind, instead of scattering in all directions, without any understanding, there should be some things, do's and don'ts, that help the mind taming the process. See? So, what are do's and don'ts? Should be understood. There are few things which guide us how to deal with myself. And there are few things, few principles which guide us how to deal with others, how to behave with others. Because mind is actually working on only two things. One is working for myself and dealing with the others. So how to deal with myself? What are the principles that helps me, guides me dealing with myself? And what are the principles that I should follow when I behave with others in community? Life has got two aspects, personal aspect of life and the collective life. These are the two areas of living. So how to deal with myself and how to behave in the collective, in the community. These become the guiding factor, the basic guiding factors, and they become the disciplines because they help our mind taming it easily. And that is what? Yama and Niyama. You see, Yama, they guide us how to behave with the community, in the community life. How to behave. What is proper to do, what is not. Everyone wants to be proper. Everybody wants to be a good person in the community. There are 100 people, everybody will like that my behavior should be such that nobody should feel offended, everybody should feel that yes, this person is a very good person. What are those values? They form one set of disciplines, and the other set of disciplines are what? how to deal with myself. So this knowledge, dealing with oneself and behaving in the community properly, this is the formation. This is what we call the universal principles of morality. And these universal principles of morality are essential for meditating. Without yama and niyama, the principles of yama and niyama, is very difficult to meditate, because mind will be totally out of control. It will be so much restless that you can hardly do any meditation. So yama and niyama. What are the yama and niyamas? These are all over. It's written everywhere in the scriptures. Ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha. How to behave in a community life. How to deal with myself? Saucha, santosha, tapa, swadhyaya, ishwar pranidhana. When we follow these disciplines, then one side of the life is the personal life, other side of the life is the collective life. Then we are well behaved and our mind is focused, and then we move along and we can reach a goal through our meditation. So the disciplines are taming our mind, and then after this taming of process, then you meditate to reach the goal, to reach the culmination point of your meditation. That's why discipline is very, very helpful. Of course, there are many people in the world, they start with disliking any discipline at all, but later, by the time they find that, oh, life has become very scattered and I must make a U-turn, and people make a U-turn. But in that time, they have already wasted sometimes 20 years, 30 years time to make a U-turn. What if it is available in the very beginning of life, in the very first phase of life? So there will be no wastage of time in life, and human beings can achieve greater goals, can do decades of more work, constructive works in the society. That's why we introduce meditation together with the disciplines of meditation in the very first step. That's yama and niyama. We call them cardinal principles of meditation. They are universal. All religions are agreed to this. No religion will say that you should steal. No religion will say that you should tell lies. No religion will say that you should be, harmful to the others. So these are 10 principles which are agreed by all as standard expectation from each other. Ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha. Shaucha, santosha, tapa, swadhyaya, ishwar pranidhana. Without discipline, you try meditating, you will do so much of effort, you will get this much of output. But if you do things in a proper way, with every little effort, you will get a corresponding output. You do so much of effort, but if you don't do proper way, you will get only this much of output. But if you have a proper way of doing things, this much of effort, this much of output, corresponding. That's the benefit of following a discipline once you have gone on the path of meditating. And in Ananda Marga, this is being trained to everyone. Everyone who comes, they are trained into practicing the disciplines and the meditation.
Thank you.